Bonjour classe, aujourd'hui on va ajouter des notes des adjectifs dans les cahiers, s'il vous plaît. So today we're going to add some adjective notes into our notebooks. You will need, bien sûr, ton cahier, des crayons de couleur ou des stylos de couleur. Et moi, pour moi, je vais utiliser les stylos de couleur. So you will need your notebook, some colored pencils or multicolored pens. We are going to do color notes with adjectives. Tenez la page 14. Page 14. Bon ben, comme toujours, we need a header and une date. Make sure that you use la date, which is appropriate for you. I'm going to use today's date. À tes souhaits. C'est le 3 octobre 2016. Et ce sont les adjectifs. Bon ben, the first thing that you need to remember, of course, is that adjectives are describing words, and we will add that to our meta-language section in a few minutes. But en français, in French, adjectives must agree in number and gender with the nouns they describe. The nouns or pronouns they describe. So we have three things that have to actually be defined here: adjectives, number, and gender. So, s'il vous plaît, tenez à la section de meta-language, so turn to your meta-language section. If you still have space on the page, skip a line. Our first one will be adjectif or adjective. And as you know, an adjective is a describing word. Our next definition will be number. And when we talk about number in relation to grammar, we mean singular or plural. Most nouns cannot be both. Most verbs cannot be both. And then we have gender. In English, as you know, we have 3 genders, and in French, we only have 2. So first of all, this is grammatical gender. I'm going to put that in parentheses here. Grammatical gender. Because I'm writing in a notebook. In French, the word notebook is le cahier, which is masculine. This is not an actual gender, it is a grammatical gender. So grammatical gender is either masculine or feminine. And generally, in the case of a mixed group, use the masculine form. You will find that in French there are some words that have a specific gender Like la personne is la personne, whether you're talking about a male or a female person. But most of them, it's a little bit more straightforward. So turn back to, retournez à la page 14. So this is the rule that we must follow. I'm going to change color. S'il vous plaît, changez la couleur. And what we're going to talk about are regular adjectives. Regular adjectives, or les adjectifs réguliers, and they will follow a pattern. So there will be 6 different patterns. On va écrire 6 sections de notes. So there will be 6 sections of notes. And so we have most adjectives follow this pattern. And we're going to draw our little T-chart. You remember these from last year. And we will have singular, singulier, pluriel, masculin ou féminin. And the deal here, folks, is that in general, when you're given an adjective, you are usually given the masculine singular form of an adjective. In this particular instance, we're going to go with the adjective petit because it's a fairly common word, and it does follow this pattern. So petit is the masculine singular. In order to make this plural, we're going to add an S, ajouter un S. Wow, that was hard. And then to make it féminin, we're going to add an I, ajouter an I, petite. And then to make it feminine plural, again, in S. Most adjectives will follow this pattern. When in doubt, follow this pattern. You'll be right most of the time. Then we have, puis on a, changez la couleur, s'il vous plaît. We have les adjectifs qui terminent en E. So adjectives ending with E. These are ones that end with E already in the masculine singular form. Same chart as before, same setup, but I'm not going to label it. So this adjective is riche. You can see it already ends avec une E. To make that plural, I'm going to add an S. And then in the feminine, I'm not going to add another E. I'm going to leave it exactement la même. I'm going to leave it exactly the same. Now, related to this, we have adjectives ending with accented E's. So if you have an accent, so this will be to A. Adjectif avec E accent aigu. So we have, and let's actually use one of my favorite adjectives, fatigué, because it means tired. Je suis fatigué. Toujours, toujours, toujours. Fatigué. Fatigué. And then to make that plural, of course, we're going to add fatigué, an S, an S. And then to make this feminine, we're going to add another E. So it's going to look a little bit weird with 2 E's at the end, but this is completely correct. In order to make this word plural, we will, of course, add an S. So, to recap, unaccented E, no changes. Accented E works like regular adjectives in that it adds an E to make it feminine and S's to make plural.